Hello. I've just received breaking news all the way from Ukraine. Just last week, on April 26, 1986, there was a massive nuclear explosion at the Chernobyl nuclear power plant. You might be wondering why we have not already informed you of this disaster. Well, that's because the communists lied to us. We only found out about the Chernobyl disaster the other day when Sweden informed the government that radiation alarms had sounded at the Forsmark nuclear power plant. They noticed the radiation levels were abnormally high. Many other sampling stations in Europe began to report high levels of radiation as well. After analyzing weather patterns, the source of the radiation was traced back to somewhere in Ukraine. Ukraine was hesitant to admit that anything had gone wrong, but when they realized the magnitude of the situation, they had no choice but to come clean. So far, there have only been 2 reported deaths, but estimates show that the high levels of radiation will likely have a devastating long-term impact. Thousands of people have already been evacuated from the area. The explosion is being blamed on unnecessary testing that took place at the factory. During these tests, there was a sudden output surge, and when an emergency shutdown was attempted, a more extreme spike in power output occurred, which led to a reactor vessel rupture and a series of explosions. These events exposed the graphite moderator of the reactor to air, causing it to ignite. And as the graphite burned, it released a plume of radioactive smoke into the atmosphere. That plume of smoke is currently traveling over Europe and may reach America if wind patterns change. It was the Chernobyl factory workers who caused this. By ignoring several alarms and running dangerous tests, they have put many lives at risk. I just spoke with the World Health Organization. They said that radiation levels this high will lead to thousands of deaths as a result of mutations in cancer. They are most worried about the locals who are refusing to leave. People aren't scared of the radiation because it is not something they can actually see. It is a silent killer. I've just been told that this event has been classed as a level 7 on the International Nuclear Event Scale, which would make it the worst nuclear disaster in history. Here's a picture of the factory about a week ago. And this is what it looks like today. As you can see, the explosion took place right here, and threw debris hundreds of feet and basically destroyed the entire factory. Here's a map of Europe. Chernobyl is right over here in Ukraine, and it was all the way over here in Sweden where they first found out that something had gone wrong. So as you can see, it's a very long distance, and the radiation has already covered most of this area. So, yeah. Thanks for watching, and remember, communism sucks.